Welcome to another edition of Web Chat with the Mayor. I'm Chris McMillan, joined as always by Woodstock Mayor Trevor Birtch and Konnichiwa.
Yes.
I think I got that right. Yeah, Mayor Birtch is back from a trip to China and Japan. So let's start with China. And why was the Friendly City? Why was Woodstock invited to go to China?
So Woodstock is a part of a group called SOMA, Southern Ontario Mayor Marketing Alliance. It's 5 different communities, and we were invited to be a part of a larger trade mission that the province was involved in. Now, we were able to be a part of a few of the days that the province was doing their work there prior to us moving on to do our own business in Japan. Now, one of the great examples was in Beijing, a signing ceremony with over $800 million a year in contracts, bilateral trade. And some of those are from companies that are here within our region. Another example was companies that we toured in Nanjing in China. The Premier went on to tour there after we had been there and announced a new factory for southwestern Ontario. The details of the location haven't been sorted out yet, but it'll be a large investment in our community, almost $400 million factory with 300 jobs coming our way. So a lot of good news coming out of the China leg of the trip.
That's phenomenal. So just to reiterate, so we don't know if it's coming to our area specifically, or it would be this region at least? It
would be this region, and one of the things when we go as a group, we're showing collaboration. So rather than communities that are competing against each other, we're complementing each other, and wherever it goes in our region, we're all stronger for that work.
Absolutely. Anything that brings a lot of jobs to the region is great news. Of course, you went to Japan as well. Well documented Woodstock's relationship with Japan, with Toyota and so many other factories in town. What did you do in Japan? And talk a little bit about the networking and the way you're able to promote the Friendly City while you're overseas.
So 2 main parts. The first is the relationship with all the existing investors and partners that we have here in our community. And this is something that they view as very important in the relationship. So having that regular contact with the community. So we go every other year as part of this trade mission, and we have meetings that include SOMA as well as separate meetings that are just for the city of Woodstock. And then we also have meetings where there's other interested businesses and investors that are looking at coming to our area, and so we're there to tell them about our community, and it's a very easy job for me to do, to brag about the people of the Friendly City, because wherever I go, the executives speak about the high work ethic here in our community and all of the similarities. So the word that they have for that is kizuna, which means special bond. And same as what our explanation is for the city logo, a lot of those same symbols are very recognizable to Japan. So many of the executives, of course, they view Canada as an ultimate trading partner when comparing it to other Western nations like the United States. We will have a delegation coming in January to tour around our city, and that's a contact that I made 2 years ago at one of those receptions, and they tracked me down on this trip to make sure that we could meet at one of their newest facilities with their top executives to tell me how interested they are to come to our region. So I look forward to touring them around in January and sitting down over a green tea to continue to brag about our community. The future has never been brighter for Woodstock.
That was all the questions I had for you. Anything you wanted to add on your trips?
Well, just now that I'm back in the office, I know there's lots of individuals wanting to come in to see me, and phone calls and emails, so I'll try my best to get caught up on those. I'm still a little bit jet lagged. Absolutely.
We've got a busy council meeting next week. Maybe we'll bring you in for a web chat to talk about that next week if you're available. And we'll, of course, be there on the 14th as well. So I'm Chris McMillan, joined as always by Woodstock Mayor Trevor Birtch. And make sure to join us again next week for another edition of Web Chat with the Mayor.